Saturday, January the 5th, and I'm just doing a short video to show the progress on John Harmson's 1970 Chevelle SS 454. The back window is going to be going in a few days after doing a little bit of a rust repair where we had some water getting through into the trunk. Got that repaired. New back window shelf, package shelf, and new left and right door cards, new carpet, new shifter bezel and boot, new shifter knob, reupholstered the back seat, restored the back door cards. The headliner is great, putting new ignition switch in it and new door locks. Gonna have a detailing shop come to polish the paint job out in a few days. Put all new, nice deep new wheel nuts on it and wheel well trim. The front seat has been reupholstered, and it's going to go back in after I've done some work on the dash. The radio needs to be fixed. Put a new front brake caliper on this left-hand side because the bleeder screw was leaking on the original brake caliper. Put new sound deadening insulation under the hood. Put new lock pins and locks on the hood. Changed the fan shroud. Changed the inner fender wells. The front fender wells were both cracked. Restored the air cleaner. The rubber cushion seal was split, so I repaired that split. Put in a new battery and repaired the battery mounting tray. Down there was broken, and here's the hood pins, the new hood pins, locking hood pins. Also put in some new stainless wiper blades, and I put on new wheel well trim on this side too. The leaf guards were missing on the car, so I ordered new ones and installed new leaf guards. On the back end of the car, I had to do some repairs to the exhaust system. The right-hand tailpipe was rotten and the right-hand muffler was rotten. And I also did some extensive cleanup and repair for some rust damage inside the trunk. It was very superficial rust damage and staining, but the trunk looked pretty bad the way it was. So as you can see, I've got the seat out until I can work under the dash. It's a lot easier to work under the dash with the seat out. I'm going to be testing that aftermarket radio that's in there, that old cassette player, see if I can get it working. If not, we'll probably buy a new one. I just want to also show you that I've installed new door sill plates on there, which I'm keeping covered up until I'm done working on the car. And in the trunk, I sandblasted and restored the spare tire rim and all the spare jack parts. And I have totally cleaned up the trunk interior and coated it with GM original black and aqua splatter paint. And we put in a full carpet into the trunk to just dress it up really nice. I'm going to break off here and I'm going to assemble the trunk so you see what it looks like when it's all finished. So this is the trunk arrangement when it's all finished. Of course, be up to John if he wants to keep that original old spare tire or not. It's an old bias ply tire. And there's the new speakers that I put in, and it's going to show you how nicely the trunk cleaned up with the new finish on the trunk floor. Excellent. So there you have it. And there I've got the rear window trim just set back in place, just to show what it's going to look like after the glass goes back in. I'm hoping that the detailing shop is going to be able to do some touch up around the edges where I had to do the repair on the rust in the pocket for the rear window. Hopefully they can get a really good close color match. There's a number of chips all over the car, so it's going to be real important to see how well they do with that. As you can see, when you go around the car, there's chips and scratches all over the place, and we'll follow up with a video after the car is polished out and all the chip repair is done, providing that the company that I'm having come to do this can actually do the chip repair. They're going to come this weekend and have a look at it because it's quite extensive actually when you get looking at all the little spots that there's chips. But if we can buy a couple of more years out of this paint job before the car is repainted, then John can enjoy it going to some car shows, show and shines, and then I think he said his brother-in-law would be happy to repaint it for him. He's a painter down in Chilliwack. So there it is. 1970 Chevelle SS 454, bench seat 4-speed, made in Canada, all original. Gonna do my best to get this car right and tight. By no means am I saying that I'm restoring the car, not at all, because that's a really extensive project. I'm just getting it roadworthy, safe, right and tight, something that John and Gwen can take out and cruise and have a really good time with, and they won't have to worry about it too much if people touch the car. Thanks. So that's it from Gord's Place Garage in Peachland, BC.